Good evening, I am Swastika Panda from OdissaTV.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. Home Department's white paper on crime presented in the Assembly. Though it shows rise in crime graph in the state, Naxal violence has been controlled in 2014. BJP National President Amit Shah to visit Odisha in May, informed senior leader Suresh Pujari after meeting with Shah in Delhi. Lord Lingaraj Rukona Rath Yatra celebrated with religious fervour. Thousands of devotees gathered to pull the chariot. Locals lock up doctors and staff in a room at Baripada District Hospital after an 11-year-old girl undergoing treatment died allegedly due to medical negligence. Heat over power tariff continues for third day in the Assembly. Ruling BJD also resorts to banner displaying and sloganeering over MCL's decision not to sponsor Ahar scheme. Now the details. The white paper on law and order situation last year, prepared by the State Home Department, was tabled in the Legislative Assembly today. It shows 93,657 criminal cases were registered in Odisha during 2014 as compared to 90,184 in 2013. Rape cases shot up to 2011 last year against 1,832 in 2013. Murder cases fell marginally to 1,450 in 2014 as compared to 1,454 in 2013, the paper added. A total of 554 dacoity, 1,828 loots, 9,410 theft cases were registered in 2014. Charge sheets were filed in as many as 76,156 cases, whereas probe has been completed in 74% cases of them. The paper noted that the state has witnessed a satisfactory improvement in controlling Naxal violence in sensitive areas like Jajpur, Gajapati, Nuapada, Sundargarh, Devgarh and Sambalpur in 2014. As many as 99 Maoists including Nachika Linga surrendered before police last year, it mentioned.
राज्य सरकार तरफ जो श्वेतपत्र आज दि जाए स्पष्ट भाव में प्रमाणित होची आईन श्रृंखला परिस्थिति राज्य में विपर्यस्त किछि वर्ष पूर्वे दैनिक 4टी धर्षण केस रिपोर्ट होता पुलिस स्टेशन रे वर्तमान 1.5 गुणा बढ़ी से 6 रे पहुंची 3 वर्ष भितर जदि 1.5 गुणा वृद्धि पाए धर्षण ताहले आईन श्रृंखला को परिस्थिति रे अछि समस्ते बुझी पारुथिबे दाबी करा जाइछि माओ कार्यकलाप नियंत्रण रे अछि यह सत्य नुहे
श्वेतपत्र गृह उपस्थापित होइछि आज गृह विभाग खर्च दाबी आलोचना हम भावुँ सी हम प्रकृष्ट स्थान जो एकता आलोचना कर आशा करवा विरोध दल जो कथा बाहर कहते गृह भितर कहते तार जवाब सरकार रखिए और ये जो कथा कहुचे बहुत बढ़ी जाइए क्राइम ये घटना अनेक समय जो क्राइम होता से रेजिस्टर्ड केस गुड़िक हो न ये सरकार गोटे कथा उच्च सर्वोच्च न्यायालय निर्देश अच्छी जितेबले जो अभियोग आसो से अभियोग निश्चित भाव रेजिस्टरभुक्त हम केस आकार पर इन्वेस्टिगेशन भाव में जहाँ तेणु यही जो संख्या बढ़ी किंतु सरकार आईन श्रृंखला दृष्टि जहाँ कार्यक्रम जिते प्रम्प्टली करने कथा से ओडिशा कंपेरेटिवली पीसफुल स्टेट है अन्य राज्य तुलना रे
BJP National President Amit Shah is slated to undertake a visit to Odisha in May, said senior party leader Suresh Pujari. In a meeting at the party national headquarters in Delhi yesterday, many state BJP leaders met Shah and prepared the roadmap for coming 2019 general election, Pujari added. Shah discussed on party affairs and status in Odisha in the first phase. In the second session, party's organizational affairs chief Ram Lal also held discussions with the leaders. The discussion included political situation of the state, progress of membership drive, planning for 2019 polls, said BJP's state president Kanak Vardhan Singh Deo. According to sources, 9 top party leaders from the state attended the meeting, while Rourkela MLA Dilip Ray and Union Minister Jewel Oram skipped the discussion as they are looking after programs for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Rourkela visit on April 1st.
दीर्घमियादी योजना कौन सांगठनिक स्थिति कौन प्रदेशर प्रसंग कौन प्रदेशर विभिन्न अंचल प्रसंग कौन एवं से प्रसंग को लेकर भारतीय जनता पार्टी आगामी दिन में क्यों क्यों कार्यक्रम करें ये सब विषय व्यापक चर्चा है। मई मसरे राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्षर ओडिशा गस्त हम से गस्त पूर्वर चूड़ांत रूपरेख आगामी दिन 4 वर्षर रोडमैप्र चूड़ांत रूपरेख को चूड़ांत रूप से समय देव।
The famous Rukuna Rath Yatra of Lord Lingaraj observed in Bhubaneswar today on the occasion of Ashokastami with pomp and gaiety. Thousands of devotees thronged the shrine to pull the chariot. Amidst the beating of drums and gongs and the blowing of conch shells, bronze statues of the Pahandi of 3 deities, Chandrasekhar, Rukmani and Basudev began at 12:30 pm and the pulling of the 35 feet 4-wheel chariot started at 4 pm. For the annual festival, a special puja began last midnight with the auction of Lord Lingaraj's Marichi Kunda water. The Mangal Arati of the Lord was performed at around 4 am today, followed by Sahar Mila Darshan at 4:40 am to 6 am this morning. Meanwhile, for smooth conduct of the festival, 38 platoons of police force were deployed at the Lingaraj temple to manage the crowd. Tension ran high on the premises of a government-run hospital in Baripada yesterday night when the family members of an 11-year-old girl child gherawed doctors and medical staff alleging doctors' negligence in treatment as the cause of her death. Relatives of the girl and locals locked the doctors and other staff of the hospital in a room and demanded stringent action against them. However, the situation was brought under control after police intervened in the matter. The heat of power tariff hike was felt for the 3rd day in the State Legislative Assembly today as opposition members created noisy scene during the early hours in the House, forcing Speaker Niranjan Pujari to adjourn it several times. The Speaker first adjourned the House till 12:50 pm and further adjourned it till Monday as opposition members protested against the hike in electricity tariff. Congress members rushed to podium of the House as soon as the question hour began and shouted slogans and displayed banners protesting the state government's move. Meanwhile, ruling BJD members also displayed placards saying that Congress and BJP members have a hand in the decision of Mahanadi Coalfields Limited (MCL) not to sponsor the state government's Ahar scheme. The ruling party MLAs also staged a dharna under the statue of Mahatma Gandhi on the premises of Assembly protesting the decision. In his ruling, the Speaker said, as the Power Minister and Department Secretary are absent, no discussion was held on tariff hike issue. A meeting over the problem will be held on March 30th.
शासक दल विधायक मैंने आसिक होहल्ला करवा वेल को आसवा ये तो निंदनीय घटना कथा हूँ सरकार जदि मानसिक स्तर में जदि प्रिपेयर होती ये उद्र करेंगे ताहले गोटे डिक्लेयर कर दिंतु राज्यवासी गोटे मेसेज दिंते जे कौन सी हालत भी ये उद्र हेनी ताहले आम हाउस को रिज्यूम करतु किंतु ये भाया परिस्थिति सृष्टि है आज अति दुर्भाग्य और सबुठ दुर्भाग्य विषय आज जो भाव में शासक दल भी आसिले विरोधी दल भी आसला बाचस्पति जो भाव में लिंगरिंग कले जिनसा इथु तो क्लीयर कट है ना मेसेजटा जाऊ बोधे से चाहूले तो ये बोधे बाचस्पति बोधे पार्ट ऑफ जब बीजेडी रहीगले ताले या दुर्भाग्य कौन हो पारे ये हूँ अति निंदनीय ये बाचस्पति जो रोल प्ले कले आज सी हवा कथा नुह कौन क्षेत्र कौन उपाय भी ये परिस्थिति सृष्टि हवा कथा नुह जो कि बाचस्पति रोलटा गोटे क्वेश्चनेबल हो
विद्युत शुल्क प्रत्याहार दाबी करी भारतीय जनता पार्टी विधानसभा तार आभिमुख्य प्रकाश कला एवं जेतेबेले विरोधी दल विधानसभा राज्यवासी कौन बृहत्तर स्वार्थ को प्रसंग करती उठाती से समय विजु जनता दल सरकारी दलर विधायक माने योजनाबद्ध भाव गोटे नौटंकी कार्यक्रम आरंभ करती केवल से प्रतिवाद करने एवं ए इश्यू को डायभर्ट करने लोकों मनरू से आज से MCL ना गोटे अजथार गोटे प्लाकार्ड प्रदर्शन करी से विधानसभा भीतर को चली आसी से विशृंखला सृष्टि कले एवं विजु जनता दलर सबुदिनिया यहाँ नौटंकी जहाँ से कले भी साधारण उपभोक्ता कृषक मान जो बोझ लदिंट ए आंदोलन प्रशमित हेब नहीं
कॉर्पोरेट हाउस रिक्वेस्ट करा जाए MCL को 3 कोटी टंका मगाइला किंतु स्वच्छ भारत अभियान 300 कोटी देथिबा बेले आमको 3 कोटी देवाई माननीय मुख्यमंत्री नवेदन को से ठोस भाव रिजेक्ट करछंती विरोधी जोटा कहते विरोधी जिते दिन क्षमता थिले कौन प्रकार साहाय्य सहानुभूति लोक देखे नथिले आमे जहाँ कले पॉलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड बोली सबुदिन कांग्रेस दल कही आसुँच विरोधी मैंने कही आसुँच जो विरोधी दल कहते से जिते नवीन पट्टनायक योजना कर 2000 मसीहा 2015 पर्यंत गोटे बोली योजना करते तेणु जो करते आज नवीन पट्टनायक सब प्रकार कर गात्रधा हो जो योजना नवीन पट्टनायक से बुझी पारना न बुझीपारे विभिन्न कथा कहते।
The Indian Institute of Technology (IIT) and the National Institute of Technology (NIT) will have common counselling from the coming academic year. This means students who wish to take admissions in either an IIT or an NIT will not have to pay counselling fees twice. IIT will conduct the common counselling for both the country's premier institutes. This was informed by the Human Resource Development (HRD) Ministry to Delhi High Court yesterday. Those who have qualified JEE Advanced will be eligible for getting enrolled with IIT as per his/her rank. Similarly, students who have cleared JEE Main can apply for NIT. During the counselling process, students will have to choose their trades. As per the new norms, students will be able to take admissions in only one institute. There are 16 IITs and 30 NITs in the country. In Odisha, Bhubaneswar is having an IIT, whereas NIT is situated in Rourkela.
सरकार चिंता करुले जे जदि गोटे कॉमन काउंसलिंग हुए जदि कंप्यूटर रे फर्स्ट चॉइस एनआईटी सेकंड चॉइस आईआईटी थर्ड चॉइस पुणी एनआईटी पुणी आईआईटी यही ब्रांच सही ब्रांच ये सब करा जाए ताहले पिलामान को सुविधा हो आउ खाली सीट भी रहबनी तेबे एबे गोटे दिल्ली हाईकोर्ट रो ऑर्डर अनुसार सरकार एटा को कार्यकारी करचंदी एटा बड़ा आनंदर कथा।
वर्तमान आम पाखे किसी जॉइंट एडमिशन बोर्ड रु जेई रो जे सेंट्रली कंडक्ट करछनी तांग पाखरु किसी न्यू इनफॉरमेशन आम पाखे किसी पहुंची नाही जहाँ गवर्नमेंट रो डिसीजन नेबे आ जॉइंट एडमिशन बोर्ड जहाँ डिसीजन नेबे से अनुसार आमे काम करिवु।
The state government has decided to set up 72 new fire stations across the state this year, said Additional Director General Fire M. Nageshwara Rao during his passing out parade of 56th batch of Fire Service Training Institute at Baramunda in Bhubaneswar yesterday. Chief Secretary G.C. Pati along with Rao reviewed the parade yesterday. A total of 277 cadets passed out from the institute this year. Addressing the cadets on the occasion, Pati said, Fire brigadiers play a major role in the rescue operations during disasters and this training will help the firemen enhance their skills.
ये जो ट्रेनिंग से बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट से केमिति विभिन्न प्रकार नेचुरल कैलामिटी को भल भाव में टैकल करा जाय परिबो एवं धन जीवन हानि को अवॉइड करा जाय परिबो सेट पई ये ट्रेनिंग बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट तो ये ट्रेनिंग भविष्य रे तांकर कार्य दक्षता वृद्धि करिवार सहायता कर
विभिन्न डिजास्टर रेस्पॉन्स ट्रेनिंग दिया जाय वाटर रिलेटेड ओडिशा होची हमर मोस्टली वाटर रिलेटेड डिजास्टर बेसी अपन तो जानछन साइक्लोन बात्या आ फ्लड्स तापरे जो डोंगा ये बुढ़ीवाटा ये सब सो से पे हमें गुरुत्व दौचे बर्तमान वाटर रिलेटेड डिजास्टर ऊपर बेसी सो से पे हमें रामचंडी रे गोटे टेम्पोरारी ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट कराई ट्रेनिंग सेंटर एबे जो नुआ फायर स्टेशन जो हमें 72 आउ खोलिबार अच्छे सरकार जो नीति अनुसार है प्रत्येक ब्लॉक रे गोटे फायर स्टेशन हम से सरकार सैंक्शन भी करिसेंती हमें ता भीतर 263 फायर स्टेशन एबे खोला जाय आउ 72 फायर स्टेशन ये वर्ष रे हमें खोलिया योजना अच्छी।
पासिंग आउट पेरेड तो बहुत खुशी लगे कि एबे जो परिस्थिति आम दुखर विषय कहीं आम बहुत खुशी आसलु एत सांगसाथी थिलु सब सहित मजा खुशी एबे आम विच्छिन्न होटा आम गोटे दुखर विषय हो।
A court in New Delhi allowed the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) to interrogate an Odisha-based property dealer arrested in connection with a rape video circulated on WhatsApp as part of a probe into the scandal. Chief Metropolitan Magistrate Sanjay Kanagwal allowed 7-day custodial interrogation of Subrat Sahu, who was arrested from Bhubaneswar and brought to Delhi. The CBI had moved an application seeking 10-day custody of accused Sahu, who was produced in court, saying it needed to take him to Bhubaneswar to ascertain the place and time of offence and for corroboration of evidence. A metropolitan magistrate had on March 26th sent Sahu to a day's police remand, saying it would suffice for investigation and further extension could be sought if required. Sahu was arrested on March 24th after the Supreme Court ordered CBI to probe the rape videos of unidentified victims uploaded on social networking sites by unknown people. The Apex Court had taken suo motu note of a letter of Hyderabad-based NGO Prajwala on the posting of 2 rape videos on WhatsApp and asked CBI to launch a probe forthwith to nab the culprits. In a relief from rising mercury levels, the Met Department has predicted that temperature levels will remain in check in the next few days. According to the weathermen, a cyclonic system has formed near Jharkhand and northern parts of Odisha, and it is lying 1,500 meters above sea level. This could result in rain and thunder showers in a few places and will keep the temperature levels low. Moreover, the northwesterly winds blowing from Rajasthan will keep temperatures in check in northern and western parts of India. In April, Odisha is expected to experience thunderstorms regularly, which would also prevent a significant rise in temperature levels, said the Met Department.
बर्तमान आमर झारसु माने झारखंड एवं पार्श्ववर्ती ओडिशा उपर गोटे घूर्णिबलय समुद्र पतन ठारू 1500 मीटर उच्चता पर्यंत रही जारी प्रभाव में आसंता 24 घंटा पर्यंत उत्तर ओडिशा रे घड़घड़ी सहित गोटे दुईटी स्थान वर्षा हे और 24 घंटा 72 घंटा पर्यंत संपूर्ण ओडिशा रे घड़घड़ी सहित गोटे दुईटी स्थान वर्षा हे एवं आपण द्वितीय प्रश्न जहाँ कले कि 40 डिग्री उपर टेम्परेचर जाइछि सेटा केवल आमर मालकानगिरी आ सोनपुर रे जे 40 व 41 डिग्री दिन दिन होता किंतु सी नॉर्मल ठारू बा साधारण तापमात्रा ठारू सीजन जहाँ हवा कथा ठेठू 1 बा 2 डिग्री टेम्परेचर अधिक रही अन्यथा संपूर्ण ओडिशा रे तार नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर चली वर्तमान कौन जगह सेमती किसी आखि दृश्य वृद्धि पाइनी.
Before wrapping up, the headlines once again. Home Department's white paper on crime presented in the Assembly. Though it shows rise in crime graph in the state, Naxal violence has been controlled in 2014. BJP National President Amit Shah to visit Odisha in May, informed senior leader Suresh Pujari after meeting with Shah in Delhi. Lord Lingaraj's Rukkona Ratha Yatra celebrated with religious fervour. Thousands of devotees gathered to pull the chariot. Locals lock up doctors and staff in a room at Baripada District Hospital after an 11-year-old girl undergoing treatment died allegedly due to medical negligence. Heat over power tariff continues for third day in the Assembly. Ruling BJD also resorts to banner displaying and sloganeering over MCL's decision not to sponsor Ahar scheme. Thanks for watching. Good night.